Hey, what's up everybody and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Mezco 112 Collective Dick Tracy versus Flat Top set. Now, I was at a loss for words for a second, so please excuse that. I'm a little tired. But let's get to talking about it. Here we are, Flat Top and Dick Tracy. These two guys look absolutely phenomenal. I think the set came out great. I got to get hands-on with them at SDCC, which was a really cool experience for them to be shipping to my home as they came when they came out. So that was a really good experience to have. It was really cool, and it's dope because Paige loves Dick Tracy. Shout out to the toy page. If you haven't, go follow my friend. Normally I don't plug people, but he has most of that news stuff. I don't know how he keeps up with it, man. He's so good at it. But this set is phenomenal in a way of, if you love that movie of Dick Tracy, or if you love Dick Tracy comics, I think this is a really nice love letter to that set. So I think we're actually going to start off with Dick Tracy first because Dick Tracy is his franchise. I chose to not go with the hat on first because the mechanism for that is actually really, really cool. And I want to get into that with the accessories. Now, I started off with the jacket on so you can see just how cool the jacket is. We have that stern and super square chin looking utterly phenomenal. We have I guess I'm going to show off the gimmick by accident anyway. So that gimmick is actually pretty cool because you can remove the top of the hair, which is part of his cut, which is actually pretty cool the way it's cut, because you almost can't see it, but it looks like another layer of the hair. But we can look somewhat. Oh, his hair. So as I grip it, I keep losing track of it. But as you can see, we can go up, we can go down, we can tilt left and right, we can look side to side. And what's really cool is there is enough room in the jacket so that it doesn't feel stuffy on Tracy, and it gives it that nice bulkiness that we like on the character. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove the jacket here. But first, I'm going to go over articulation so you can see we are double jointed and we can move around ever so freely. This is wired so they could hold your jacket when you want to get that free-flowing look, right? And when you take it off, right, there will be Tracy on with an underjacket. Now, you can put the regular jacket over, right? I just chose not to because I feel like this would be a really nice look for him. But as you can see, your boy here is double jointed. We do have a really, really nice ab crunch. Probably the best suited body ab crunch we've ever had. But we're gonna have to, the leg doesn't get as high due to the suit design. And that's okay because we still have double jointed legs. We still have oh no, wait, I was wrong, y'all. We can still get a little bit higher. It took a little bit of wiggling, but we got there, right? We still have thigh swivel, a beautiful double joint, and super generous ankle pivot. So your boy Tracy actually can move really, really good and look really, really good. So the function on this figure is absolutely phenomenal for a suit body. Like, I was thoroughly impressed with the shadow, but this really, really makes it really, really nice. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave him like this, and we're gonna talk about a main man, Flat Top, who in my example, this is the earliest version of Hammerhead, in my opinion. Look how cool and flat his head is. Till this day, I know people gonna make fun of it, but some people actually have heads shaped like this. So leave them be. Buttermilk is screaming in the background, and I almost wanted to attend to him. But yeah. Equally speaking, we have a beautiful, beautiful way to hit that same T-pose as we got there. We can look up, we can look down, we can tilt left and right. We actually have really decent leg articulation. We can come forward up to 90 degrees. We still have thigh swivel here. Beautiful double joint here on the body. And we still have a beautiful, beautiful ab crunch, which I'm really, really into that. And I'm going to have to tend to Buttermilk in between a break. But we still get that super generous ankle pivot, which is really, really nice. So these two characters can actually get really nice movements in their character. And it looks utterly good. So the movement is going to look really natural with them as they're able to really take on those comic-like poses. Looks utterly fantastic, right? I love this for them. Now, sorry, Buttermilk, come here. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why he's feeling really needy right now. But this is utterly beautiful for a set. And I really love the articulation that's really put into it. Made these guys look phenomenal. Actually, let me pose him the other way so we can actually get that versus vibe going for them. Right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to get to the accessories, our gimmick on the head sculpt for Dick Tracy, as well as all the beautiful things they come with. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna jump into accessories. I'm gonna start with flat tops accessories first. Where could I begin? Oh, let's start off with our beautiful face sculpts. We actually get a lot of nice, really beautiful sculpts. Here's one of him looking off to the side, looking utterly fantastic. Right? Looks really good, this sculpt. Next up, we will have our smirking sculpt. These sculpts are really, really beautiful. Next up, we have the menacing, the grimacing sculpt. Hair a little messy, eyebrows looking like a unibrow. Pretty crazy. But I love those sculpts. You will get some dynamite. Dynamite was a really big deal back then. Now we're just at ridiculous levels of explosions, right? Then we will talk about, I think this is called a blackjack. I'm assuming this is a tool for beating up on people with, for mobsters and things like that. I'm not familiar with that tool. Next up, we do get a sawed-off shotgun. And some of the weapons are obviously universal between the two, but I do believe the sawed-off looks a lot better going with flat top, right? Then we will get this, and this is really cool. This is a violin case, but inside the violin case, you can actually store one of the machine guns. And I think this is a really, really neat way of showing you that Mezco really, really likes doing it up with the weapon stuff. I really, really think they like pushing it to that next level. And yes, it does come apart, and you can take it apart so it can do its feature for what it's supposed to do. And that's what makes it really, really cool. You'll actually get two of them. So you get two of the guns. Here's another version of it. One to be used by Dick Tracy, one can be used by both. I mean, whatever you want to do. But you actually can take it apart, you know, and do all the gimmicks. So it's there. All you got to do is like do it right. And here I am doing it wrong. So, but yeah, there is a mechanism for sliding that in. And I always get it wrong on camera. So I apologize. But yeah, you can take that out and build that weapon. Next up, you will get a ton of other accessories. One of them is going to be the switchblade. It closes up too. Then you'll get a slew of hands. So here we are with a couple of sets of hands. Here we are with the opened relaxed hands, or should I say the flat top hands. You will get those blackjack or item holding hands. It's obviously important. You will get two different types of trigger hands. One, the long form trigger hand. I believe this is for the sawed-off shotgun or the machine gun. Then we have the secondary hand for it. Then we have our dual wielding trigger hands. So you can be ambidextrous, left or right trigger hands. And then you will get, I believe this is a Beretta. It does have the slide back mechanism and a removable magazine as well. I'm gonna say it's a Beretta. I don't know what kind. I don't want to be like, it's an M9 Beretta. I do not know. But quick plug, shout out to the other Darius Kincaid, who does have a gun YouTube. I've been learning from him. I'm still not really too keen on it, but shout out to Darius. And then here we are with our beautiful, beautiful jacket, our green jacket for him. So it's really, really cool to get this. You'll obviously see more of it in photos, but I really do love this long trench coat. It's really, really nice. Now, with that being said, if you want to take a break, I'm just going to re-maneuver over. You could pause it here. I know there was a lot of accessories. Now we're going to get into Dick Tracy. Now with Dick Tracy, I know you guys don't see it, but he does come with his blue overcoat jacket. So you will get that as well too. So when you want Tracy outside of the yellow jacket, you still do have that. Next up, we will get our other head sculpt. So here we are with another head sculpt. And as you can see here, this is a semi-smiling face for Tracy. But as you notice, the head part isn't off because if you want, voila, our hat head is on. And now it looks really, really good. And that's the Dick Tracy that most know and most love. Look at that silhouette. That is utterly beautiful. Really, really nice. Then we will get another sculpt, being our yelling sculpt. And then we pop our hat on for that. Again, these look really good. Or you can swap it around now and just attach some hair. So you can have Tracy with hair. Next up, you will, this one would have worked for flat top and I messed up. We do get a crowbar as well. We will get a flashlight. It does not turn on, don't worry. I wish it did though. We will get a coffee mug, really cool coffee mug with coffee in it actually. You will get your badge. This is very important. You will get cuffs. You will get a smaller pistol. Does it have a slide mechanism? No, it does not. So that's a smaller pistol, and you will get a revolver. And the revolver, you can actually like move it to the side so you can see the little rotating chamber inside. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna push it back in now. You will get a wristwatch for your two-way communicator, and you get the effect for the two-way communicator upon the wrist. This is actually really, really dope. Let's get a little bit more focus on there. So yeah, you have that comic book effect. Next up, you'll also get the bandolier. Is it a bandolier? Bandolier? Bandolier. So as you can see here, you can wrap around Tracy. Actually, I did it the wrong way. I'm tripping. So there we go. We're gonna put it underneath his jacket and through the arm because we're double jointed and cool like that now. So you actually have a place to store your said revolver or things like that. You can store it underneath the jacket, over the jacket, between the jackets. It all depends on your style of which you want to display your Tracy, but you have the ability to do so. What is there? What else is there? I feel like you guys already saw this as we took it apart. So you can take it apart, obviously. Oh, our slew of hands. Let's talk about that. You will get one open palm hand, looking very beautiful and nice. You will get a pointing hand. You will get a right trigger hand. I don't believe Tracy is left-handed at all. You'll get some open action hands. These can also be used to hold the badge or other items, depending on how you want to do it. These can be used to hold larger items. Yes, Buttermilk. Then you'll get some open action hands. You can see Buttermilk really wants some attention in the background. Next up, you have more item holding hands. It's really cool how they kind of gave him these like much bigger, brawnier hands. When you compare one of the hands to that of Flat Top, you can see just how much bigger his hands are. Last but not least, you'll get another set of smaller item holding hands. So it's pretty cool. Now, with all of that being said, though, we still have to get into the size comparison. So I'm gonna fix these guys up, make them look good, and we'll get to it. So before I jump into size comparison, I realized I forgot the weapons effect. So let's talk about it. Here we are with our small bullet effect. Then we have our 3-ranged bullet effect. Then we have our other two, which is the large burst and singular burst of the effect sets. So sorry I forgot about those, you guys. They are also, with the size comparison, one of the first things I want to talk about is comparing him to the previous release of Prune Face. And what's really cool about this line in general is that I really enjoy that everybody's kind of a different size and a different build, and everyone is actually unique, which is, it presents its own challenges, right? Because like, what can you reuse out of that? Because Dick Tracy has a more stature, smaller body, and I think these two probably share some parts, but not all the same. So it's really cool. Even the skin tones are all completely different. Next up, we're going to compare it to Mezco Shadow, another suit body. And as you can see, it is different. So it's really cool to see all these kind of things come to life and look really, really cool together. I'm going to take these two away. Next up, I'm going to compare it to Mezco's Two-Face. And as you can see, what's crazy about this line is, with the Mezco stuff, you can see just how far they've come. They made really good stuff before, but now they're really, really knocking it out of the park. Here's Mezco's Two-Face, right? Next up, we have a Marvel Legends Taskmaster. Why I chose this body, I don't know, but yeah. So as you can see, he fares out pretty well with some Marvel Legends stuff. The set does look really nice, no matter what you kind of pair it with, and I love that. Here we are with a Valaverse 6-inch figure, in case you want some military backing, right? Maybe some SWAT team, some cool old school stuff, right? So here we are with a military figure. Next up, we're gonna choose my main man, Ichigo, who's a samurai and does not fit into this timeline whatsoever, but I'm probably gonna pop his head on a suited body so he can look really, really cool, right? And then what else can I use? I don't have a Mythic Legion or anything like that, but I do have an SHF. I'm gonna unbag SH Figure Arts Guile, so you can see what he's like next to imported figures, right? I just happen to have Guile here, so I feel like it really works. You know what's crazy is that I didn't even rip the plastic off of this one, so I'm just gonna leave the plastic in. But here we are with an SHF Guile. He still has it, but as you can see, the SHF stuff is getting a little bit bigger nowadays, but it's still not up to the hype to that of here with like Mezco and domestic stuff. But yeah, I am very excited to shoot this, as Blank would just want to pre-order. I finally got Prune Face because I actually missed out on Prune Face to begin with, so it's really, really cool to sit down and get this set. So I hope you guys really enjoy the photos. I hope that you're having a good time, and most of all, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.